And now we're going to our fourth stop, which is a Morgan three-wheeler and trailer. How are you, Maggie?
Oh, I'm all right.
In here, he says. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Let's have a quick squint. So when was it last out then, Maggie?
Oh,
Long time?
no, well, yes, a long time, about 18 months ago, but we did pull it out and I did start it up. But
Right.
I think we've got maybe sticky petrol.
Yep.
When Maggie Pedley's late father Charlie brought this Morgan Super Sport into the family, it was only half the car it is now.
1966, my dad acquired it.
Did he?
As the restoration project.
Oh my days.
So there's a picture of me and my sister sitting in it in 1966.
Is there?
But Dad just wanted to restore it, and that was his ambition.
Right, yes.
And once he'd done that, he was a happy man.
Yeah.
And then my dad passed it over to me in 2012-13.
Right. So you have used it then?
I have used it, and it's all working. There's nothing broken on it, so it should fire up. It's a treat to drive, but I'm a bit too small, so it was good fun, especially in the village.
Yeah. It raised a few smiles, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, crowd puller, yeah, definitely. People never seen one before and people remembering them.
And we understand just how difficult it can be. Yeah. But, you know, if they're not being used, you know, it wants to be out, it wants to be loved, seen.
My knowledge is limited. So,
I'm all right, thank you.
So a bit nervous about it breaking down and not really knowing what to do. So it needs to go to someone who's a bit more mechanically minded.
I should be as thin as a lat, shouldn't I, really? Holly humping and chewing, I do. They're a real smiley car, as Father would say. You can't help but smile when you see them, can you?
Going off to a wonderful new life and adventure, I hope. But Derek and Paul and the crew have been fantastic, knowing how hard it is to get rid of it.
Plan A, I'm going to bring my truck over in a minute. I'm going to reverse up them ramps, up that on there, and then gently ease it off. Look at that light board, that's position, innit? We're on phase 2
of Plan
A.
I see you've got your best man at the heavy end, then, just in case it runs away.
Exactly, if it runs over him, it don't matter too much. All right, yeah. Is he going to do it, or not?
Go on,
We're past.
You get a lot of bangs for your buck, you know, with a big V-twin engine on a light car. Back in the days when I started, back in the 60s, people were picking them up for under 100 quid, and using was everyday transport. And, you know, youngsters, I was only, 21 then, when I bought mine. And I just loved them. Since I was about a kid of about 12, a guy down the road had one. I'd always sort of ogle that and thought, ooh, I love that. And just had that yen.
Retired vicar Adrian Murray Leslie's lifelong love of Morgan three-wheelers has led him to the Matthewson's Church of Beloved Cars to cast his eye over one particular family heirloom.
From what I can see, it's very original.
Charlie Loveland saved a Morgan Supersport from the scrapper in the mid-60s. The treasured beauty stayed in the family for 55 years. Now it's time for the car to find a new home.
I can see at the front here, it's got Morris 8 front brakes, which are hydraulic, but there's nothing like being able to stop.
Are they known for not stopping?
Standard brakes can be absolutely appalling, so that's a good selling point, I would say. Beautiful radiator. I suspect that's been completely rebuilt. And that in itself is not cheap. I mean, the Jap is the iconic engine that people remember. There we go. Right, so that hinges up. It's a bit gloomy in there, but you can see that it's got one chain driving from the gearbox. Nice to see the original woodwork. That's the accelerator. That is the choke. And that is the advanced retard for the sparks. It alters the timing of the spark slightly when you're setting off But generally speaking, full advance and you're sorted, you don't need to mess with it. Yeah, it's got all the bits that you'd want to make it a good, drivable, enjoyable car. I think a car as well restored, as nice and original as this, yeah, the price could go very high.
Thank you very much.
With everything finally sorted, the games can begin.
Lot number 236 we're doing. 33 she is. Right engine, we all know it's the right vehicle. It was valued by a specialist this week who values it towards £40,000. So that'll give you some sort of start. 30, we're off, 30, 31, 31, 32, 32,000, £32,000, 32.
33.
33, 33,000, 33. On the telephone, stunning bit of kit, absolutely amazing. 33 for the first, 33 for the second, third and last time, all done, you sure? 33, well done, bargain, absolutely lovely, 33.
33, Paul, to you. It all boils down to what you're into and how much you want it, I suppose, doesn't it? But no, he's happy with that, so that's good.
She was hoping for 30, thereabouts, and it's gone and done 33, of which Charlie was in the office at the time and shouted out, "That's 11,000 a corner," which sort of tickled me, really. Yeah.
In Lincolnshire, nestled amongst a bouquet of wedding cars, the little Morgan Supersport has also found a new stable, with Paul Page, a regular at the auction.
I see it up at Derrick's about a month before the sale, and I was immediately drawn to it because I had one when I was a very young lad. I was about 9 or 10, and my dad bought me one. You know, to play in, it was just like a play toy, really. I think he paid £3 for it. Bit of nostalgia, really, bringing me back to my youth when I had one when I was a lad. So, you know, like I say, 50 years on, and that's it, sort of thing. I'll see if she'll fire up, and then you can have a little listen to her. Petrol on. A little bit of a tickle. You have to tickle the carbs on these. No, she's not going to go. It's good having a son as a mechanic. But it seems to run very well when it does go. Although on my maiden voyage with it, I did take it down the road, and I got about half a mile down the road, and it failed on me. So I've nicknamed it the Titanic because it stopped on its maiden voyage. When I looked at it, it was only the condenser in the cap there breaking down. That was all. So I put new condenser in, and that seems to have cured it. Touch wood.
What's it like to drive?
Terrible. I'm still trying to get used to it, actually. I can't get used to the hand throttle, so especially like in modern day traffic where you've got loads of vehicles and that around you, you know. You can't set the throttle, and if you go round the corner, it tightens the cable up to the carburettor, and then it's racing its head off. So I think I'll do a little modification to that and put some sort of foot throttle on, as well as keep it original hand throttle there, so make it more drivable, I think. It just brought me memories of my childhood back to me, so, you know, in a way, I had to have it, really.